I need to apologize to Barry Keoghan. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still think he's super ugly, but I just feel bad for saying it now.
The most like happy, heartbreaking thing I've ever seen.
A lot of people hated that scene.
Yeah, and all those people can die.
Oh, I love
not
that scene.
die.
Love is the answer to everything in the universe. Every small, like...
How are you not a Christian?
They should have kissed.
Rocky and Grace?
Yeah.
I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this, I hate this. This is such an amateur mistake. I actually have like a... I think that it's morally better to morning drink than evening drink. I think.
I disagree.
I think it depends.
I think the court of law would disagree depending on what activities you're participating in after the morning drinking.
Morally?
Like, you know, day drinking is like you're getting drunk during the day. Mm-hmm. Few reasons why that's morally better. One,
Should've brought the Henny.
If you're drinking only at night, it means you don't even like the taste of alcohol and it's only to get drunk, right? If you're drinking during the day, it's like, I like a beer, so I'm gonna have an afternoon beer. Two, it's healthier for you to get drunk earlier in the day than in the evening. That's just a fact. That's just a true fact.
Okay, so Numbers is here.
Go ahead.
Is it
Is it healthier to drink during the day?
I wasn't okay.
Because you know,
is it a true fact?
Because it's gonna mess with your sleep. So you want to drink.
Is it healthier to sleep naked? Is it healthier to be circumcised?
Look that up next.
Is it healthier to be overweight? No.
Is that your suggested searches?
Yeah. Is it healthier too? I'm like, how fat is America? Here's why day drinking feels different.
Not feels different. Wait, is day drinking?
That's what came up
different?
when I look at, is it healthier to drink? Okay.
Day drinking definitely feels more awesome.
You have more time for it to work in your metabolism before
Sober
you go
up
to
and
sleep.
Go to sleep, yeah.
But it also gives you more time to drink more.
Okay, that's valid.
So it's a 50-50.
Well, but that's a behavior thing versus a physiological thing.
I know, but also I think the fallacy in your argument is you were like, well, when you're drinking at night, you're drinking to get drunk.
No, I'm saying if you exclusively drink at night. If you have a stigma around day drinking, then you associate drinking with getting drunk, which is an understandable thing to associate. But like, if your only purpose of drinking is to get drunk, then it's weird to do that during the day. But if you're like, I want a beer with lunch, there's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I can find.
And I need you guys to all understand this. There's nothing wrong with that.
Trust me, I do it every day.
Did you start? Wait, what episode are we on? Can you look up what episode of Retconnd we're on?
I don't think it matters.
Synergy. Not me being.
Welcome back to Retconnd Podcast.
Dude, shout out Ric Flair.
Yeah, we haven't shot in over a month.
It's been a long time.
And today we're talking about, what is it, Project Hail Mary this time? Or
Yeah, let's do Project Hail Mary first.
Word.
Because we already have the glasses dangling.
Yeah.
We already have the performative glasses.
Man, I haven't done this in forever. How do we usually how do we do this? We just talk
Please
about
like
some
and
random.
subscribe.
Yeah, do that.
This is the big 20. This is episode 20.
Is it?
Is it really?
Episode 20.
I don't believe you.
You did shorts.
Go to video. Click on the videos tab.
I'm on. This is episode 17 of Retconnd.
Okay. I was about to be like, there's no way we did 20.
We're
17
here.
though. I mean,
2 episodes from now.
Episode 20. That's going to be Muppet episode.
2 episodes from now, you'll be closer to.
We're here with Jacob. Have we talked about Jacob on the pod before?
I don't know.
I believe so.
I have been mentioned. I know that because I was watching one of the 2 episodes of his podcast that I've actually watched.
Right.
And Forrest said my name at some point. I don't know why.
We shout out our friends a lot.
Yeah, we do. We're also here with Numbers. This is Numbers' episode back after his sabbatical away from Retconnd, which was not planned.
Yeah, we had creative differences.
Numbers was traveling to wherever the hell to get those particles that are destroying the sun.
Facts. I'm Forrest.
I'm Liam.
I'm Numbers.
I'm Jacob.
We already did. And you're watching iCarly.
And you're watching Retconnd.
Talking about Project Hail Mary, Ryan Gosling. That's all I need to say. But before we get started, I need to apologize to Barry Keoghan. Mm-hmm. For those of you who watch this podcast religiously, which I assume is every single one of you.
Every single one of you French people.
Yeah, all of the French, and also Barry Keoghan's probably watching as well.
And Jasher, shout out Jasher.
And Jasher, actually, shout out.
Barry, if
Shout
you're
out
watching-
Betsy.
Shout out Betsy.
Right.
Shout out Jasher.
Yep. Shout out Barry Keoghan.
If you're Barry and you're watching, please, I know you may not be on great terms.
Yeah.
But please reach out to Sabrina.
What? No, that's not what I was just going to apologize for calling him ugly.
Oh, right.
Because
But
I
it'd be
felt bad.
great if he sent a link to Sabrina of
Retconnd.
of Retconnd.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Sabrina, if you're also listening now that you've clicked on the link,
Thank you for being here, Sabrina. Yeah, I mean, I still think he's super ugly, but I just feel bad for saying it now. Like, I would never say, like, now I'm reformed. I would never say that someone is ugly. I still believe that Barry Keoghan is ugly, and it still does piss me off, but I just feel bad about it now. So
right? I think
I would never say that, though.
I still think he's handsome.
That's, I mean, never mind. We're not going into this.
I don't know. I like see him, and I'm just like, I don't know. There's something, especially in like in Saltburn a little bit. I think he's a handsome guy in Saltburn.
It's only because his wee-wee's out.
Well, his berries.
Is Barry? We get to see Barry's Keoghan. Dude, yeah, welcome to Retconnd. We're here. We're going to talk about Project Hail Mary. Anyone have any other updates other than...
What have we been doing the past month?
I finally finished watching Bob's Burgers.
Oh, yeah?
Finally.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And?
I mean, it's just Bob's Burgers. I mean, like, it's good, you know.
Cool.
I watched The Apprentice for the
Yes.
first time recently. Really loved it.
Loved The Apprentice.
Yeah.
Now you got to watch the show.
The television show, The Apprentice.
Yeah. You gotta watch Real Life, The Apprentice.
Yeah, dude. I thought The Apprentice was great. Not a lot of love or buzz for The Apprentice. Mm-mm. But if anyone hasn't seen it, it's a very good movie. And Sebastian Stan as DJT.
He does a great job.
Is like, yeah, it's like kind of scary watching him.
Because it's so subtle at first. Like, he's growing his Trumpisms, you know?
But like as he's doing it, it does not feel like he's being Trump.
Right.
Like it's not like he's like a SNL character or something.
Right.
Like he really just does like his mannerisms very well. And I also love, dude, the way that movie looks and the way it like starts when he's young and I don't know if that portion of the film is shot on film or not, but it looks very like grainy 70s, cool blue greens, and it's kind of gritty. And then like as it like progresses forward, they start shooting on like those like Sony handheld like Inland Empire and it looks terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just cool. Like as the film goes forward in time, like the cameras change. And like then we get to him being like a businessman and it's just shot on like a handheld, like straight to like VHS style thing. And it just looks like, I don't know, it looks cool. I like the way they did that. But shout out The Apprentice.
Shout out.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Except for the song. The song's good.
Mac?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? I said that we should do an episode on movie news, and then I realized that I think I said that because I heard something. Don't remember what it was. Okay. I should have like wrote stuff down. You want to look up movie news? What's going on in the world of cinema today?
Jacob, what are your top 4 movies?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Well, that's a good question because are we talking all time or are we talking my top 4 in Letterboxd currently?
Whatever you prefer to share.
I'm going to go my Letterboxd top 4 currently. Number 1 is Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. That's never going to change. It's going to have a constant spot. But at the moment, the remaining 3 are 12 Angry Men, Wake Up Dead Man, and Sinners. Awesome. Those were kind of just towards the back end of 2025. That's all I wanted to watch. And I was like, it's time to change them.
Did you choose Sinners over Hamnet?
Yes, I did. I think, never mind, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, you're about to get me riled.
I might have. No, Sinners was incredible. And
it was.
It was a 5-star for me. I think it's one of the best of the decade.
Wow.
And I'm going to die on that hill, I think.
Okay.
I would agree with that. I recently rewatched Sinners for the first time since theaters, and I really enjoyed it when I saw it in theaters, but I rewatched One Battle a bunch of times, and I don't know, and like a couple other 2025 releases I had rewatched, but I never got back to watching Sinners again. And I live with Jacob, and it had been on in the living room like multiple times because people would come over and would watch it, but I'd be kind of going in and out. But I finally like sat down and watched it again, and it's like really fucking good. It's like a really fucking good movie.
It definitely is. Like when I watched it, it was like I needed to watch it again because I think the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, this is a horror movie, and it's just going to become kind of like a slasher. And then I enjoyed it for what it was. But the second time I watched it, when you get just all the different things that was going on with the music and just like the way that the camera was working and the cinematography was just unbelievable. And yeah, it took one or two watches for me to like finally be like, oh, this is like incredible.
Yeah. I kind of wish that the vampire reveal was a little later.
I feel that.
We get him like going to the house. He's like running from the sun or whatever, and he goes to the house and he's all like bloodied and whatnot. And that scene is really great. Maria likes that it's right there, but I don't know. I remember like when we had just watched it again, I was like, I kind of wish that you didn't know it was vampires until I think it's the scene when I forget Haley Steinfeld's character's name, but when she goes out for the first time to go like speak to them. And then we get a little bit, and then you're like, oh, they're vampires. But I think that would have been a great reveal because it's like 45 minutes into the movie.
Numbers, what we got? Movie news.
There's really nothing.
Cool.
It's like it's really hard to figure that out without going directly on Twitter, and that's opinion based stuff or like speculation. But I will, to contribute to this conversation, I'm not the biggest Sinners fan in the world. I think it's very good, but I was always like, Jacob hates me for this, but I'm always just like, yeah, it's really good, but it never like stuck out. It's the same thing I feel about Anora, where it's just like, yeah, it might be really good because of the year it came out in. But then somebody sent me a post. It was like the most like all time movies from each decade, and they saw the movies they posted for the 2020s, and I was just like, why these suck? And I was just thinking about what those like timeless movies would be of the decade, and I was like, Sinners is on there.
Yeah.
Like I do like, because again, I do like the movie a lot. But yeah, I just wanted to share that update.
That's reasonable.
Sinners. I also
glad to see you
changed my
come
Letterboxd top 4, and you guys have never asked me my 4 favorite movies on the podcast.
Okay, we didn't do that when you first came on.
I know.
But go ahead. What's your top 4?
I do have a new number 1.
Numbers 1.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World is my favorite movie ever. It's fantastic.
Reasonable.
And every time I watch it, I'm just like, dude, this is just one of the best movies ever. Eternal Sunshine just went down one spot. It is number 2.
Okay.
I will share the Wi-Fi password with you, Liam White.
Thank you.
I just doxed you. Whiplash.
Ooh.
That's your top 4. That's a great choice.
Whiplash is awesome.
I love
Whiplash is really fucking good.
It's so good. And the fact that we got to see it in theaters during the re-release was so awesome.
I think I'm due for a rewatch on that. It's been a few years.
Yeah. Dude, that was 2 years ago. We saw the re-release for the 10-year anniversary.
I think Damien Chazelle is like, I can't remember if I said this when we were doing our Mount Rushmore of directors, but Chazelle might be like one of my favorite working directors who like doesn't have like a bunch of movies out.
Yeah.
Because I think everything that he's put out has been like 5 stars almost.
5.
I mean, we have Whiplash,
La La Land. First Man.
First Man is so fucking good.
I haven't seen it yet.
It's so good. And then Babylon.
Oh yeah, Babylon.
And I love Babylon. And then his next movie is Daniel Craig and somebody else. I forget who the second person is, but it's like a prison escape movie.
He also has that show on Netflix. I haven't seen that yet.
It's like about J.S.
Yeah.
Number 4 is The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Oh, okay.
It's Cillian Murphy and Daniel Craig.
Shoot, who played Hermione?
Cillian
What's
Murphy
her
and
name?
Daniel Craig.
Emma Watson.
Watson, thank you. I almost said Emma Stone. I'm like, I know that's not Emma.
She's so awesome.
One
in
of
that
the
movie,
Emmas.
dude. She's incredible in that movie.
One of the Emmas.
Me just scrolling on
Shout out horrible person Ezra Miller. He's also great in that movie.
Unfortunately, he's really
he's like delightful in that movie. That film.
good. Right. Well, should we get into Project Hail Mary?
Last thing before that, because movie news is kind of hard to just like look up and talk about, we could just very briefly discuss like the 8 movies we didn't talk about that had big releases.
True.
For that movie news episode. We didn't talk about Crime 101, How to Make a Killing, They Will Kill You, Super Mario Galaxy.
Because they're all stupid.
Hoppers.
we could, if we have time, we'll shoot that. We'll end up shooting that. I don't know if we will, though.
But that could be what the movie news is.
I'm cool with just lumping both of those into these next 2 episodes.
Okay. Well, let's talk about Project Hail Mary first.
Yes,
Yeah.
sure.
Let's get on the PHM.
Yes.
You guys will have to refresh my memory because I did only see this once. And it's 4 hours long.
I almost feel like we don't even have to synopsize Project Hail Mary. Like, it's been so much buzz about it. Oh, there will be spoilers, by the way. I guess my synopsis would be Ryan Gosling goes to space.
There's Ryan Gosling plays a character named Ryland Grace, who is a incredibly intelligent and handsome scientist. But he just works as a science teacher for like middle schoolers. And he's a really great teacher. And then what's this girl's name? Sandra Hüller is another great scientist who is researching what are the particles called?
Astrophage.
Astrophage.
They're eating the sun.
Yeah, they're eating away energy from the sun and essentially killing it. And we learn early on in the film that the sun is going to die more in the next like
30 years.
30 years.
Killing half the population or something.
Yeah,
like that.
and like a bunch of people are going to die. And Ryland Grace is like the only person that can do it. And so he's kind of like they pull him from his class and
Well, he was recruited because he doesn't believe that water is necessary for evolution.
yeah.
He says there's nothing special about water, and so they're like, okay, these animals or whatever they are eating the sun. That doesn't seem very water based.
Mm-hmm.
Which the reason why they picked him specifically was not because of that, actually.
What?
They think, or they are pretty confident that it is water. They pick him because they wanted something. She like says this directly on some Superman shit. She's like, no, we picked you because we wanted somebody who just unabashedly will defend something they believe in scientifically.
Oh, yeah. I mean, once he was
Even if he was
full-time.
wrong. But that was the whole point, was that she was just like, yeah, we thought it was water the whole time, but we picked you because we want somebody that's not afraid to stand up for what they believe in, because we need to get to the bottom of this, and we need people that are willing to defend.
Okay.
And we need somebody really handsome.
That
We need
that
Ryan
too.
Gosling.
I'll just read the letterbox
Yeah, that's
sign
probably
off
better,
real quick,
yeah.
and then I'll share the LB average. Believe in the Hail Mary. Science teacher Ryland Grace wakes up on a spaceship light years from home with no recollection of who he is or how he got there. As his memory returns, he begins to uncover his mission: solve the riddle of the mysterious substance causing the sun to die out. He must call on his scientific knowledge and unorthodox ideas to save everything on Earth from extinction. But an unexpected friendship means he may not have to do it alone.
Wow.
Project Hail Mary.
Who can that friend be?
So what's the average rating?
The average is at 4.3 stars.
Wow. That's a very high average
That's
rating.
super impressive.
Yeah. So what we're going to do here is dude, we can't give thumbs up or thumbs down for this,
Why?
because like thumbs down is good in the movie.
Ooh, should we flip it?
We should flip it. All right.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is if we believe that the movie deserves higher than 4.3, we're going to give it a thumbs down. And if we believe it's lower, we're going to give it a thumbs up. That's just a little bit from the movie, a little inside joke. So 3, say it out loud too.
Only merry heads will understand.
Only merry heads, yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Lower.
Thumbs down, higher.
A little bit lower.
Okay, so we have, okay, now I'm confused. Liam says lower with a thumbs up. Numbers says higher with a thumbs down. Jacob
I'm going full diagonal.
is full diagonal, and I say higher as well. So, What's going on here?
I don't know. I mean, what do we want to get into first?
You're the one who gave it a thumbs up.
That's true.
I could lead it.
Lead it. Please lead.
Something. This is like numbers lore on Retconnd, but I'm like the character study guy. I love characters in a movie, and in the runtime of this film, we get to see one character interact with another, and we like believe in their relationship with such short build to it. And I think that it is so fascinating because Rocky, who is a rock from the planet Arid. Because I was going to say the Iridians, but yes, from the planet Arid, he loses his entire crew. They die, and he's very sad about it. And he's like trying to make friends immediately with Dr. Ryland Grace. And it's very evident from the start that Rocky is like kind of desperate for someone or something, when Ryland is kind of just like, all right, I need to figure out what's going on here. And he almost kind of stops his mission to focus on this. Yes, scientifically, he's like, this is an alien. Like, this is a crazy development. But like over the course of that, he just shows like how good of a character he is, or good of a person that he is, that he's like, I want to support this alien that very clearly is desperate for, like, and needing of like interaction with another person, or another being. And he very quickly like just keeps like going out. Like, for example, like Rocky is like, I need to watch you sleep, because if I fall asleep and wake up, like, you could be dead, like my crew was. And he like goes over and is just like, all right, fine. And he's just like working with him. Like, it's uncomfortable for him. He's like just sleeping directly on top of him, like butthole down. And he's just like, all right, this is going to make this thing comfortable. We'll try to figure something out. And he just keeps like throughout the entire runtime is doing things to help Rocky and building that relationship, when Rocky's kind of just like an excited rock who immediately cares. And it's just showing like the human part of that, of just like, he just wants to help this rock out while they're doing this thing. It's not his main like focus, because in his mind too, he's like, I'm not going home. Right. So this is just like, might as well make this guy's life a little bit better while we're together,
and also save the universe.
And save the universe. But yeah, I thought that was really, really cool. Just like the expansion of that, just from him being good. Mm-hmm. And I like that a lot.
You want to hear some? Oh, I'm so sorry.
Please.
Okay. You want to hear some
Please
trivia?
get your hand off.
You want to hear some trivia about this? So I have not read the book, but my pops did. And I learned that there's a line in the book about Ryland Grace, looking up at the sky as like a kid, as like an 8-year-old or something like that. And he's looking up at the sky. And in the book, it says, Ryland looks up into the galaxy, not knowing that Rocky is already up there alone with no one to watch him sleep. So Rocky has been up there for like 40 years alone with no one to watch him sleep.
So sad.
It's so sad. So that's also part of, I think, why Rocky was like, I don't care if this alien's going to kill me. I need somebody. It's been 40 years, which is so sad.
Yeah, maybe I missed it. I didn't know that it had been that long.
I don't think they said it in the movie. It was only in the book.
I also think I really appreciated with Rocky and Grace overall, it wasn't like I feel like movies oftentimes when you have like a cute little alien, it's like a pet almost.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Rocky and Grace were they were equals, and I really appreciated how they were friends. It wasn't like a pet situation. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it made them both so much more interesting. And like, I'm ready to say that Rocky is like upper echelon, all timer, like adorable movie characters.
Yeah.
Without any doubt in my mind.
Yeah. There is like the thing with like the next like Star Wars or Marvel or something, like they're going to put like a cute, like they did Baby Groot for like 5 movies in a row because Baby Groot was cute. And they just like, there's always like a character that's like that. And I would lump Project Hail Mary. It's like orbiting that kind of movie. Like it's very, can be very widely appreciated by anyone. You know, it's like a very like general audience movie. And yeah, I guess maybe you would expect that they could have just made Rocky a character like that, where it's like, here's a cute little like alien that he gets to be with, and he is cute, but he also is a very well fleshed out character that has a like backstory and all of this stuff. And I liked that scene. That scene you're talking about where they like are learning about each other is a really great scene, because he like when Ryland wakes up, he's just kind of like floating in space. And I also haven't read the book. I don't know if you guys have, but it's my understanding that the book also jumps between these like memories and you know, him like trying to like recollect how he left and how he's there and who he is. And the movie does that pretty well too. And when he's like, he's going up and he's trying to figure out how to pilot the ship and whatnot, and he realizes that what happens? Is there like the capsule like hits him or something, or he sees
the ship first.
The ship is like sending him something.
Oh, but real quick, I know you'll go back to it, but that is so scary when the ship first comes into frame. He just like sees the Petrova line, and then just a shadow. What is that? And the blink, and it's just this giant. Oh, that was so horrifying. But anyway, ship first, then the blip.
Yeah, but then he's like very apprehensive at first. He's like, no, fuck this, I'm gonna go. And he like keeps like zooming away, and then the ship just like quickly like keeps following him. But then he's like, whatever. And I think that's when he realizes like, I'm up here and I don't really know what I'm doing, and like I'm probably gonna die. So like, you know, might as well. And I like that it's like, you know, it's not like an impending doom or anything. It's just like, hey, here's like another alien, and we both want to communicate with each other. So then they do that bridge using the what was the?
It's Xenonite.
Yeah. Which I guess is typically not a solid, but
xenon is a gas, and then he made up xenonite. He's just the solid form of xenon.
Yeah,
I knew that.
But then they like bridge the gap and they start learning. He like figures out how to translate the noises that Rocky is making into, like, he puts it into a computer, and they start like breaking down, like, I think he starts with like 200 words or something, that this noise means that he is saying this. And they like build up like a repertoire, and they're able to communicate with each other. Yeah, all that stuff is great. I like all of the science stuff is not, it doesn't feel dumbed down, but it feels like they cared a lot about the audience being able to understand what was being said. You know?
Yeah, they had a ton of scientists on during production, a ton of different scientists. Andy Weir.
Yeah, I think Weir.
Anytime he writes a book, he creates a ton of lore for every little thing in the book, so that way he's consistent with himself. So like Rocky has a whole entire biology that's not even in the book. It's just like in Andy Weir's own head and stuff. I've watched a lot of interviews with him because I was fascinated by his world building technique. Yeah,
I mean, I feel like that's just that's a thing that all really great writers do.
Yeah,
and I mean, the first one that comes to my mind is just Tarantino, unfortunately. But I mean, it's like the same deal with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I mean is one of my favorite movies ever. But I mean, you can read more about the book and you start to understand more about the movie, but that the movie is still, like, in my opinion, like perfect. And it's because there is so much backstory to these characters that we don't even see in the movie, but Brad Pitt understands everything about Cliff Booth's life. You know, it's not just about what we're seeing in the movie. There is so much more to Rocky, and probably so much more to Ryland, like, that we don't see, but we can feel it because these actors that are playing them, they can like really get into these characters, and it doesn't matter. They don't need to tell us everything, that we can just like feel it.
Yeah. Speaking of that, of like understanding a character, do you know about the Rocky puppet voice? Have you heard of this at all? So
I love the puppet though. I love that they did like a puppet.
It's like 5 people in this puppet. So originally I don't know if they already had someone cast to play Rocky's voice or not, but James Ortiz, I think is his name, Ortiz.
Yeah.
He was just the lead puppeteer. He was in charge of the puppeting. And so they had him do the voice so that way Ryan Gosling had someone to talk to instead of just making up lines on the spot. And I guess they were just going to replace it later in post. And they just realized this puppeteer understands Rocky so well. They're just like, let's just keep him as the voice. So he wasn't slated to play Rocky.
Yeah,
he just
that's cool.
did, which I think is so awesome. So cool.
It's like if they kept the original Darth Vader voice.
Yeah.
You guys should watch those videos if you haven't seen David Prowse, like his like high pitched Swedish accent. It's so funny.
No, yeah. I really also just that movie I think brought a lot of aspects of like two of my personal favorite sci-fi movies of all time, Arrival and Interstellar. Like I love just like the kind of what you were talking about, like the whole translating and Rocky's voice and everything. Like that was Arrival, and Arrival was so good. And then just bringing like the whole saving the planet vibe from Interstellar. Like the movie had so much cool sci-fi shit that made me really, really love it. But I did think it was a little long. I'll agree with that.
Yeah. And I think like
to me.
I love Arrival as well. Arrival's such a great movie, but like the difference in those two, and it's not that one is better than the other, but both of them have this element of like trying to communicate with these aliens and trying to figure out like how we can like merge these two languages. But in Arrival, you have the pressure of every government in the entire world, and like all of these teams of people, and like Amy Adams and Jeremy Renner's character are like, they're the ones that like really care about like trying to communicate with them, but they have these like third party pressures of like, you need to figure this out. And Project Hail Mary is great and different in the sense that like we just have Ryland, and like he can't really communicate with anybody, right? He's
He's
far.
Completely cut off.
Yeah. So it's just like, it's just him. It's just what he wants to do. And there's no like pressure of like, I need to, like, nobody is monitoring me or anything. It's just like, I'm going to do this. And all that stuff is great. We should talk about the cinematography as well.
Dude, yes.
King Greg.
The Petrova line scene.
Where it like goes red.
The red.
Yeah.
That was practical. Mm-hmm. It was LEDs on a chicken wire.
We saw that in IMAX, right? Mm-hmm. That was incredible.
Yeah.
Wait, you like true IMAX?
Just IMAX.
Yeah, no.
So
Fake IMAX.
So just a big screen, basically.
Big screen.
No.
IMAX.
Let me go on just a very quick.
All right, tell me about IMAX.
So, because I researched a lot about IMAX and I don't remember much of it, but I did, when I was finished with my research, I felt confident in that it doesn't really matter that much, because true IMAX, okay, folks, true IMAX has become kind of an arbitrary thing. And there are bigger screens that do project on film, and you can go, like, to us, the nearest one is if we go to the Indianapolis Museum, which is like an hour and a half away. And there is like the real true massive 70 millimeter IMAX screen. And it's fucking awesome. But AMC does partner with IMAX, and Project Hail Mary and these other movies, when it says filmed for IMAX or filmed with IMAX cameras, those are two different things. For IMAX, I think, is when they shoot it in a format not necessarily with IMAX cameras that can be blown up to IMAX or converted to IMAX. With IMAX cameras, they are very specific cameras that shoot directly onto IMAX. But if you go to AMC and you go to an IMAX theater, they have IMAX projections and they have IMAX like lasers and all of the equipment that is true IMAX to project onto the screen. So I don't know, there is like this, people have this kind of, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is, for lack of a better term, gatekeepiness of like what is real IMAX or not. I mean, if you go to AMC and you're sitting in an IMAX theater and they're using IMAX projectors to project a movie that was filmed for IMAX, you're watching it in IMAX. I mean, it might not be the huge 70 millimeter screen, but we're seeing the aspect ratio change to fill up the screen. Like, it doesn't, because for a minute I was like, damn, is it not legit IMAX? But it still is.
I still don't like it.
I like IMAX in any capacity, but there are some movies where I'm like Dune 3, I am going to go to Indianapolis to see that. Or like The Odyssey. I would love to go to Indianapolis to see that. We went there to see Gladiator 2. Didn't really care about doing that. And I'm a Gladiator 2 defender, low-key, but...
I like Gladiator 2.
But yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Great in IMAX. Also, Coke Zero movie.
Yeah.
So if you would like to watch this movie and you want to enjoy a tasty beverage, Coke Zero is the movie.
I've also been throwing Mr. Pibb into the rotation.
I have as well.
So
Wow.
Yeah.
do what you will with that.
Word. So cinematography. Yeah. Practical. That you had raised an eyebrow when I said, or somebody raised an eyebrow when I said that the red lights were practical. Who raised an eyebrow?
I don't know.
It might have been me, but that was like, oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It wasn't me challenging your point.
Okay.
I promise.
I understand. What about, how do you guys feel about how they like mapped the digital recording onto film and then back into digital? Did you guys know about this?
No.
Okay. And also before I go on this tangent, like, I know it sounds so pretentious to like say, oh, this is practical, and so it's just automatically better and things like that. And it's not automatically better, but it was very clear that Chris Miller with Phil Lord, or is it Phil Miller? No, it's Chris Miller.
Chris Miller and Phil Lord, yeah.
It's clear that they were going for a very specific vibe. They wanted it to be super warm and raw, and they wanted space to feel like space and capture the horrifying dauntingness of it. So anyway, I think that everything that they did that was practical served a very specific purpose rather than just to say that it's practical. That being said, what they did where they shot it on digital and then they mapped it on the film and then they went back to digital, that created, you could kind of feel it when you're watching it. Everything is so, specifically in space, everything was really warm and raw and grainy. And it's such a small detail, but I do remember when I just first seeing Ryan Gosling waking up, I was like, this feels right to me. If it was just pure digital, I'd be like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Yeah, it looks great. It looks really awesome.
I think it works really well too because space is kind of just like dark and scary until the Petrova line. And then it's just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Like we can do this on film. We saw it in Dolby.
We did.
And dude, who just
Love me some Dolby.
when you guys went,
No, that was like a
Yeah.
like a
thank
oh my
you.
God.
I was I'm
No, I
so
love
serious. I was about to just
No, I'm Team Dolby for sure.
yeah, Dolby's the shit.
Yeah,
Row
Dolby.
C, baby.
Dolby over IMAX?
I prefer Dolby.
Dude,
I agree.
on a super side note, before I finish that thought, I went and saw this movie again, and I got tickets Dolby in row C, and I walk into the theater and I go down, and the person I brought was like, "We're sitting close," and I was like, "Yeah," and it was like a genuine point of contention, and I was like,
No, we're sitting perfectly.
"Yes."
That's where I disagree with you guys. But we'll get into that later.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great looking movie.
Yeah, Greg Fraser is awesome. And like, I mean, he shot the first two Dune movies. He's also worked with, did you guys ever see the Creator, right? Is that the one,
Is that a...
David Washington?
Yeah. No.
I think he shot that too. I never saw it, but I heard that it was okay, but people like really love the way it looks. Gareth Edwards is the dude that,
Rogue One.
yeah. Greg Fraser, dude. What else has he done? Oh, he shot The Batman.
Ooh.
Beautiful looking movie. In my ass. Yeah, Dune movies, Rogue One, he shot, The Creator, The Batman, Project Hail Mary. He's just like awesome. He does space like very, very well. But yeah, I do love the way that everything looked. And then like when you're back on Earth, everything's a little bit more muted because like
aspect ratio change. It's colder, it's more narrow, which is the opposite of what you'd expect. That's totally counterintuitive. But every time they're on Earth, the aspect ratio is more narrow, and it's cold. I don't even know if they did the digital to film thing when they're on Earth. They might have. I don't know. Which is interesting. It's cool. That's just a really just technically good use of the medium to be like, Ryland feels more comfortable in space. Like he's happier in space. Everything's warmer. He's more welcomed in space. When he's on Earth, it's cold. It's clinical. And yeah, I thought that was a really
the end of the movie. I mean, he seems happier on Arid than he wants to. Than on Earth.
Yes.
It's like, hey, you can go back now. And he's like, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna chill here.
Maybe I'll wait.
Longer.
Can I think about it? Oh, that was so sweet. He
That
said,
was adorable.
Can I think about it? Rocky goes, yes, think about it a long time.
I love them.
So
amaze.
what was it for you? What is not 4.3 worthy? What is missing or what went wrong for you?
Great question. I do think that I think it's a little long. And again, I'm fine with long movies, but I do think that it loses momentum a little bit in the last like 45 minutes to an hour. And I forget who I was listening to. Somebody said that there were like a bunch of endings. Like it felt like there were endings after endings after endings.
Yeah, that's reasonable.
I didn't necessarily feel that way because I feel like each little sequence there had enough time to feel like it wasn't ending right there. I don't know. I mean, it just like, there's just some, well, we'll get into ratings. But I mean, it's not, I really, really enjoyed the movie, but it's not like, I've been seeing a lot of people like dropping a whole lot of 5 bags on this.
Yeah.
They're 5 bags after 5 bags. And I can see why. It feels a little bit, I don't know. Just like after I saw it, a little part of me was like, okay, like is that? I guess people can drop 5 bags on that. It is just like it's a very heartwarming movie, and it's got a lot of big emotions. It feels. Maybe I have a little bit, and this isn't in every case, but maybe I have a little bit of a adversity to when movies feel too like broad in general. Like anybody can watch this and really love it, and there are elements of it that feel a little bit like a child could, like a little bit like a kid's movie.
Sure.
And we know how I feel about children's movies.
Yeah. Fuck movies that anyone can enjoy.
That's what I'm
Must be
saying.
rated R. There's never been a 5.
There's no boobs in this movie, guys.
That was it. That was
Lack of
it.
Muppets, bro.
No, there is enough Muppet in this.
Ryland
there was
Grace,
good Muppet.
Ryland Grace collabing with the Muppets would be pretty awesome.
That would be really awesome.
Like,
No, because he'd just be hanging out with Beaker and yeah.
We need to get Ryan Gosling on the Muppet Show. They need to.
He
do
was on
another-
Sesame Street.
you guys need to get Ryan Gosling to
different.
guest here on.
I understand. It's just
One's for kids.
they're both for kids.
No, they're not.
They're both for kids.
Yeah, Pepe the Prawn is for kids.
We should. Forrest, why don't you tell us a little bit about your Gosling journey?
Yes, I'm on a Gosling journey. Did I tell either of you guys about my Gosling?
I hope
journey?
I'm
I
happy
live
for
with you.
Oh yeah, Numbers lives with me. Wait, what did you say, Jacob? Did
I said no, but I'm happy for you.
Okay, yeah. I'm no longer on track, but my goal was to watch every Ryan Gosling movie before May. Not gonna
So
happen.
that you don't have to.
So that you don't have to. Yeah, I'm gonna.
How many are you on so far?
I think I'm like 41% done. A lot of them are just like kind of random documentaries for some reason, but I'm trying to do it mostly chronological. So I started with Goosebumps, Say Cheese and Die.
I forgot how long he's been acting, dude.
Well, dude, he was in
Been acting for so long.
he was in like Mickey Mouse Club or whatever. Yeah, with Justin Timberlake. That's not on Letterboxd, but Goosebumps, Say Cheese and Die is on Letterboxd. Had to pirate that one, I think. No, I watched it on Tubi. And then after that, it was Frankenstein and Me or something like that. Really bad, really bad. It was all on YouTube. They couldn't find it on any streaming service except for YouTube.
So you're going for the deep cuts.
I want to 100% Letterboxd.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah, everything that he did. And so there's a lot of stinkers in there. I'll be honest. So far, he's done more bad movies than good movies. My third ever half star is in the Ryan Gosling.
Wow.
Yeah.
Which one?
Oh shoot! It was like nothing. No. I was gonna say Nothing Too Good for a Cowboy or something like that, which is the Sarah Chalk movie that he's in.
Yeah, Nothing
like
Too Good for a Cowboy.
Yeah, no, not that one. That one's okay. I mean, it's not good, but it's okay. Oh, it was The Slaughter Rule. It's a movie about football, but it's like 5-person football or something weird like that. And his coach recruits him, and he turns out to be a pedophile.
My gosh.
And then, spoilers for The Slaughter Rule, by the way, guys. Sorry.
Am I supposed to empathize with the pedophile rapist or the homophobic loser with daddy issues?
Yeah, that was my review. Yeah.
Dog, his name is Roy Chutney.
Chutney.
Yeah, that movie sucks.
Roy Chutney.
Yeah. And then you're supposed to be happy like when he and the coach make up, but when the coach literally tried to rape him and he's a child, and then it's like
It's just like,
Good Lord.
it's all good. Man.
yeah, they like make up a little bit, and you're like, what a happy ending. Like, no, it's not. What?
Did you watch Remember the Titans?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I haven't seen that one.
It's good. I mean, it's very good.
It's very good for like a football movie.
Yeah, he's very young in that one. What was another one that I was surprised by? Oh, The Believer. That was his first lead role. The Believer. He plays a Jewish neo-Nazi, and it is fascinating. It's good. I really liked The Believer. Well, not really. I liked it. I liked The Believer.
Are you watching all the TV shows?
Only if they're credited on
Why
Letterboxd.
was I British there?
Oh, you watching the TV shows? Only
Are
if
you
they're
watching
on,
the telly?
Only if they're on Letterboxd. So yeah. What TV shows are you referring to?
I'm just looking at his whole discography.
When does a Crazy Stupid Love show up?
That's very far
Bro's got a
from now.
while.
I actually watched that for the first time a couple weeks ago.
The United States of Leland.
Liam showed me that movie for the first time a couple months ago. And
Dude,
I
so
really
fun.
loved it.
Have you ever seen Lars and the Real Girl?
No,
Great
but I'm really looking forward to that
Great
one.
movie.
I'm really looking.
Please.
So are you on the
Let me
Notebook
know
right
when you're
now?
watching that.
I am, but I keep skipping it because I like really want to give that my full attention. Sometimes I'll like throw on a Ryan Gosling movie and like clean my room or something like that. You know.
The Notebook is like perfect.
I know.
I love The Notebook.
Did you see Leland? I know you mentioned.
No. I'm also just looking at his filmography.
Dude,
right
the
now.
United States of Leland it really surprised me. It was really sweet.
He has a lot of like very, very incredibly interesting roles.
Yeah.
And I've like
Cheadle.
I've thought
Kevin
about
Spacey. No.
I've thought about this like many times with Ryan Gosling, but like a lot of his earlier roles before like Crazy Stupid Love, I would say, are very, very obscure and very weird like characters. Just
Yeah.
like he would always choose something incredibly interesting, whether he's like a Jewish Nazi or
Or a guy
drug-
dating a sex doll.
a drug addict in Half Nelson, which is
I'm really excited for
great
that
movie.
one too.
Like everything is very interesting outside of like, I guess The Notebook was him being like, I'm a cute guy and I'll be a cute guy. But then I don't know. I think like after Lars, I can't remember, maybe Blue Valentine I think is after Crazy Stupid Love. But I feel like once he did Crazy Stupid Love, it's like, that's our first like Ryan Gosling movie that you would associate with like how Ryan Gosling is today.
He almost lost his career before that movie. Did you know this? He got fat.
Yeah,
People
he
stopped
like,
caring about him.
for like what was
Valentine is before
Oh, is it really 2009?
2010.
I hate
1
my
year.
life.
But yeah, Crazy Stupid Love like brought his career back.
When did he do Drive?
That was
2011.
11?
Same year
Was
as
that
Crazy Stupid Love.
Yeah, I haven't watched Drive in 9 years.
That's a movie I need to rewatch too.
He did 4 movies, and okay, never mind. It's a short film. He did 3. Excuse me. He did 3.
You okay? 3 movies in 2011. He had Drive, Crazy Stupid Love, and The Ides of March.
Fist my bump.
That's a big run in 2011.
Good for him. So back to Project Hail Mary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you ever say, you said it was a little long. That was one thing that you didn't like about it. Because I'm surprised that you're not over 4.3.
Really?
So I am a little bit. I mean, yeah, you said it's like a kid's movie. It feels like a kid's movie.
You
to
basically said you hated it.
Yeah.
What's like
low key.
for me? I guess I don't understand because you're really praising it for its cinematography. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can tell you.
I mean, I have it
like
rated high.
Okay.
But it's just not like a 5-star movie to me. Like there's just
Or
like,
a 4.5.
or a 4.5. I don't know. There's just like some elements to it, and I think it just kind of like dragging out a bit. Once it had ended, I was like, that was really great. It was really cute. I liked the way it looked, but it didn't like really like blow my mind or anything.
That's reasonable. So it's missing the juice.
It's missing the juice for me. But I just looked at my review. I thought it was really funny that when we were watching it and like the opening like title sequences were like going and like the different companies, and then it like flashed, it just said an Amazon original film, and like literally the entire theater was like, ugh. Like the entire theater like groaned, and then we all like laughed together because like everyone collectively was like, ugh. And then like 2 seconds later, everyone just started laughing at themselves. It was so funny.
Did we all watch it together? I don't remember.
No, you couldn't make it after work.
I was out of town the first time I watched it.
Remember, you were supposed to watch it with us, but you were like, I don't know if I can make it at 6.
I watched it with Anton.
Yeah. It was me, Jacob, and Eric, and I ran into my old friend David Krigler. Shout out David. And he was just there by himself, and I was like, well, my buddy Isaac probably isn't going to pull up. And Maria was going to join, so I got her a ticket, but she was like, I don't really feel like going to the movie. So I was like, all right. So we had a couple extra seats, and our friend David joined us as well. He loved it, and he read the book. He might have given it 5 stars. I think he really liked it.
So it just didn't have the juice for you.
Just didn't have the juice for me.
But you liked it. It was a good. You would classify it as a very, very good movie.
Yeah.
A good movie. Very good.
Great movie.
Would you classify it as the year's best so far?
No.
What's the year's best
Send
movie
Help?
so far? Send Help was 2025, I thought.
No, it was this year.
That was early.
Yo,
It
what?
was the last week of January.
Mm-hmm. What would be the year's best? Let me.
You think about that, Isaac? What did you numbers? So sorry. Wow,
Isaac.
Just fucking doxed me.
that was so.
You edit that out.
You fucking edit that out.
You edited that out. What did you so love about it, or why did you love it?
Again, it's the comp. Dude, I can't speak English today.
That's okay.
That's okay. Words
He's been
aren't my
drinking
strong
since
suit. I'm a the complexities of the characters in this film.
Wuthering Heights is the best.
Oh, obviously.
Shout out Eric.
Yep.
Every character in this movie, to me, is perfect for the story. Even going down, like we haven't talked about Sandra Hüller at all. Her singing "Sign of the Times" is like the most like happy, heartbreaking thing I've ever seen.
A lot of
At
people
least
hated
this
that
year.
scene.
Yeah, and all those people can die.
Oh,
I love
Not
that scene.
die.
I love that scene.
Don't die, but
But if the son did get eaten, I would hope.
Yeah, if
that
the
you
sun
were
got
the
eaten, I
first
would hope that
people.
we would ration out your food last. Gosh, this is why Numbers Corner is great, because you guys can't interrupt me.
Well, you're a guest, basically. You don't get numbers corner right now.
I know.
This is just
Numbers
retcon.
is in the corner though.
I am in the corner.
We're all kind of have our own
I'm
little
punished. Besides the point, yeah, I think the characters are really, really great in this movie. Everybody really works together so well, and everybody's inclusion matters, and they're not all just like side piece joke stuff. And the comedy as well works really well to almost a frustrating degree, because I watched it the second time and it was like 6 people in the theater, and I'm laughing because it's genuinely funny, and people were just like,
It is.
I'm just like,
it
dude,
is
you guys
very funny.
need like a sense of humor. It works really well. Again, it's visually beautiful. And I just really cared about these characters, and they gave me reasons to care. And that's why it doesn't feel too long, because I actually give a shit about what's going on. And it's impressive to be able to do that. Like I'm usually a TV guy because I have time with these characters to get to know them and give a shit. And so when movies can make you care that quickly, it is impressive to me. Because even some of like the movies that I do like over the years, it's like, no, we haven't gotten that much.
Our light just turned off.
Ruh-roh.
Keep going. I'll figure that.
Yeah, I haven't taken notes for any of the movies we're gonna be talking about today, but I like it a lot, and it's just really fun. And like you said, it is heartwarming. That's not a bad thing.
No, I don't think it is either. I mentioned
I know,
being heartwarming is great.
But there are people that will look at it and just be like, wah, wah, it's a make you feel good movie. And I'm like, yeah, but it does that well. And so it's different if it's trying to force something on you. It's not. It's not even trying to force you to think anything about like, this isn't a movie that's like, guys, stop eating this because we're all going to die and the sun's dying. No, it's just a sci-fi adventure with two people learning how to, or I'm sorry, two things with souls, presumably trying to figure out how to save each other. And that was really great. And so, yeah, I loved this movie. It's great.
Can we get a box office check?
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Let's get a numbers check
I feel
on
like
box
it's going to be
office.
pretty high.
Okay, so we'll start with how much this thing cost. Production budget was an estimated $200 million. And it has grossed over $334.8 million globally in 2 weeks.
That's incredible.
Deserved.
Massive IMAX.
Like 350 mil.
It had an 80.5 mil opening weekend, and IMAX specifically is 73.6 million.
That's great.
Yeah, this is nuts. It's the highest grossing movie of the year so far. Shot with the ARRI Alexa 65 camera. Aspect ratio switches.
Bro,
What's wrong with it?
This guy.
I just plugged it in.
It's also the biggest hit of Amazon MGM. Can you guess what Amazon MGM's biggest hit was before this movie?
Was it Air?
No.
The Rip. No, that's Netflix.
No, but it actually is pretty funny considering the... Actually, like Ryland Grace talks about this movie in the movie.
Well, he talks about Rocky.
Rocky.
No.
No, it's not Rocky.
What the hell does he talk about? What is it?
It's Creed 3.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because when he's explaining Rocky, he's like, yeah, and then later Rocky comes back and he teaches Apollo's son to fight. It's but yeah, that's wild. Like Creed 3.
Guys, Creed 3 is really fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. You know what would make it even better?
I think I have Creed 3 at 5 stars.
That's valid.
Yeah.
That whole trilogy is really
really good. And
It
the Creed
holds
2
up.
soundtrack goes crazy.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, hey, Jonathan Majors, if you ever watch this, we don't like you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Fuck you, man.
This is the first movie that Phil Lord and Christopher Miller have directed since the Lego movie in 2014.
Dude, their
Also a
filmography
great
is so
movie.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lego
Also a
movies,
great
bangs, crazy stuff.
21 Jump Street, 22 Jump Street, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and the Lego movie. And Project Hail Mary. That's it.
That's pretty great.
That is a hell of a portfolio.
Yeah, it's so wild.
Yeah.
Why? I was going down the line. Why?
Yeah, no.
Why are you diagonally?
Why are you diagonal?
Listen, man.
Why don't you fucking love this movie?
I truly do love this movie, and I think it's going to be in my favorites of the year. Probably at least top 10. I could see it being top 5. I have it a 4 stars on Letterboxd, and I think it's going to stay
Every
that
time.
way.
Every time.
We paid
Listen,
him.
no, I kind of
Bro's not a fan.
what with Liam was saying, Rocky and Grace, and just every time it was them, on the ship, finding stuff out, talking, interacting, Rocky doing something cute or adorable. I love that entire part. And then it would go back to Earth, and I would lose a little bit of interest. I don't think that the stuff happening on Earth was bad, but I was not feeling I don't think I felt like the stakes as much as they might have wanted me to. Like they were like, oh, the sun is dying. And that's really bad. Don't get me wrong. It's terrible. It's like one of the worst things that can happen, but I don't feel like they ever took those stakes and were like, this is a super, super urgent thing that needs to be done. And maybe the movie wasn't trying to do that. Maybe it was just trying to show Grace and Rocky, and that was the whole entire point. But I don't know. I don't think I cared about the end game of their mission as much as I wanted to.
End game match.
I'm gonna go back to Interstellar again too. Like when the Earth was dying on Interstellar, like they would cut back to it and show what was going on Earth, and it was just bad. Like people were dying, people were getting coughs, crops were dying, like all that stuff. And then I was like, oh well, this is like a really big deal, and I never really felt that during this movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a bit long. But damn it, dude, Rocky is just awesome. And yeah, I want my own little Rocky. Also, shout out my childhood dog who died in 2021 named Rocky.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shout out.
a moment
Shout
of
out,
silence for.
Moment of silence.
But yeah, no, I think sorry, no, yeah.
Moment of silence for Rocky.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, no, I love this movie. 5 stars. 4 stars. 4 stars, and I think it's gonna stay that way. Hell, it might end up being just like an all-timer, just like rewatchable movie, but I don't know if it's gonna be like one of my all-time, like what a lot of people are saying, like this all-time science fiction experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it got me at some points, like during the scene when Rocky was saving Grace, and then, you know, Grace was passed out, and then he woke up and Rocky was passed out. I had tears streaming down my face. I haven't cried that hard since like before sunrise, probably. And yeah, no, it was great,
Perfect
but
movie.
it was a bit long. Just a bit long.
I totally agree with the comparison to Interstellar and Project Hail Mary, and that's not like a bad comparison because Ryan Gosling has compared both movies on the press run. He had like a really funny like joke where he was talking about it, and he's like, yeah, like people are saying it's kind of like E.T. and Interstellar, like 2 of the best movies ever made. So it's kind of like both of those movies, and it kind of is, but I don't think it's. What's funny is I think I have E.T. at like 3 stars right now, but I don't think it's. I don't know. And I mean, E.T. is fucking E.T. So it's like, I can't be like, it's not as good as E.T. because I do have it rated higher than E.T.
It's
but
definitely.
Interstellar does like really, and I mean, Interstellar is like one of the peak film bro movies. Guys, that movie is so fucking good. Like it is so good. And it has all the similar elements of Project Hail Mary where it doesn't treat the audience like it's an idiot when they're doing all this science stuff. Like it blazes through it, and it's like, we're going to take you on this ride, and we're going to have a whole lot of science speak, and you're just going to get it. What's going on?
Can I like really quickly, why am I asking? So one of my best friends is an aerospace engineer. And on Thursday, I was trying to pitch to him to go watch this movie, and they were talking about space movies, and he was like, I hate Interstellar, not because it's a bad movie, but because of all these little intricacies. And he just, so when you're saying like they don't make the science like too difficult to understand or whatever, that's because it's all bullshit. That's why
That's
none of
not
it makes sense.
entirely true.
Okay, it is. I just sat down with an aerospace engineer who shit on all of it.
Well, maybe he's an idiot.
Haven't they had like Neil
promise you
deGrasse
he's not.
Tyson?
Yeah, they
to,
had
like
people.
fact check.
I promise
science.
you, they had scientists more qualified than your buddy on working. on this
Dude,
movie.
I'm going to be very honest with you. Anybody who does that shit publicly with Joe Rogan and smokes weed and is like, well, listen, if we did this, like, I don't give a fuck. Okay. I trust my buddy.
I don't trust your buddy. The only thing I will
Okay.
say is the
Trust
center.
Neil
My buddy also has a seminary degree. You don't.
The centrifuge.
What?
The centrifuge.
I haven't seen the movie. I don't care.
Bro.
I haven't seen.
You said it's ultimate film, bro.
Oh,
I'm
you're
a
talking
film
about. Wait.
bro.
Are
Interstellar?
you talking about Interstellar?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's all.
Oh my God, this motherfucker never listens to anything I say.
Well, neither of us.
Shit.
Okay.
Dude. Interstellar, dude, like genuinely Interstellar Interstellar to me is, now I might have to think about this, but I'm just going to say it, is probably the best science fiction movie that's ever been made, in my opinion. I think it is so fucking good.
He didn't watch
science fiction as in
Galaxy.
like a real world thing, like going to space and do like, it is so outrageously good. It looks incredible. That is a movie that without fail, it will make me cry every time, because like the point of the movie is love. And it's just that like there's all this science, there's all these like big ideas of everything, but the main point of the whole movie is just that like love is the answer to everything in the universe. Every small like,
How are you not a Christian?
because God's not real. But I don't know, dude. I really love Interstellar, and I forget the comparisons between the two. I agree that like when you're watching something like Interstellar, there are these big stakes, and you really feel it when we start out on Earth and we get little glimpses of like when McConaughey's character is sitting there and he's watching his kids grow up and he's seeing how bad it's getting. You feel that Earth is in peril. And I don't think that you necessarily feel that as much in Project Hail Mary. And like,
Can I ask a question then?
yeah.
In Interstellar, what is the time frame for things getting fucked before they send them to space?
I feel like
This
it's kind
movie-
of the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
Similar.
Because this movie is very, very, very clear that, hey, we caught this early. Let's go try to do something, because we have 30 years before it's projected everything's fucked.
Well, 30 years before half the population dies.
No. 30 years before the sun's dying will affect how they get food.
I don't think.
No, because there's literally a whole point where they're like 30 years is like this is assuming as well that like people will like nations will work together to ration the food. It's like 30 years is when they think the sun will begin to die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and once you make so that's their time frame. Is they're like, let's go get ahead of this quickly and see if we can stop it. And that's why they're only sending 3 people out there. Like, they're just trying to get ahead of what they can.
I think really the only time you see like the consequences of what's happening on Earth is when he relays the information back to Sandra Puller's character, and it cuts back to Earth, and they're like, it looks like they're sailing through like a frozen ocean, and then they open that bunker, and it's just like a blizzard outside. So I wonder. I feel like
I don't think
that was the
has
only
anything to do with it.
That seemed pretty intentional to me.
I thought it was, because like I could be wrong.
I don't know. They
but
have,
it looked like
they
the
have a
same bunker.
frozen lake with snow in Fast and the Furious 7. Like, and
It's an
It
ice
just
wall,
doesn't
bro.
reach the stakes nearly as much as like Greenland.
Well,
too.
I don't think it. I don't think it's supposed to. I don't think it's
Probably
supposed
the
to.
best movie of 2020.
I also okay. I get the stakes of Earth. There are so many stakes in this movie. The movie opens with him finding out that he's on a spaceship, and the only other 2 humans on there are dead.
This movie is about Grace and Rocky. This movie is not about the.
Well, yeah. I mean, the
stakes are
stakes
irrelevant.
are like
Well, they're not
more
irrelevant, but-
concentrated on like human, like a single person. But
And Rocky.
that still doesn't, like, Jacob's point is still like correct in the sense that like, all right, correct in the way that I feel as well. That like when we cut back to Earth and we're like seeing all this stuff in Earth, it doesn't feel that dire. I mean, they're saying it is, but.
Well, you have to also remember that all of the stuff that's happening on Earth, there are flashbacks, and they presumably took place years earlier.
Yeah.
So, again, we're getting ahead of things. Like they're sending them to Earth before it, or off of Earth before it gets bad.
I'm just saying, like,
So you wished that they would have went back and showed what Earth is like without the only 2 characters you care about in the movie.
well, I think what I'm more saying is that at the beginning, when you are on Earth, nothing's really happened. They're talking about this threat, but you don't see anything. And then at the
And then
very
we watched
end,
them prove that it's true.
yeah,
It still was kind of like, Could just be a theory.
But what I'm saying is, like, at the end, when they get the message back to Earth, and it shows Earth as just being like this massive snowstorm, which, like I said, I assume that's what they were implying, but there was no, like, in between. It was like, oh, everything is fine, but there's this kind of, like, abstract cosmic threat to, like, oh, everything went terrible, and this is this. Like, I do wish we just would have seen, like, a little bit more of, like, hey, this is what's going on Earth right now, and this is what's going on with Rylan in space, and it's really, really bad on Earth. Let's hope Rylan can figure this out quick.
I don't like that.
I don't think it matters.
I think, I do agree. Yes, the stakes for all of humanity they're not very well established, and I think that it's by design, because when Ryland is, I don't know why I keep calling his first name. They call him Grace.
Yeah, no, it's Grace.
Also, Grace is an awesome name for a dude. And when Grace gets forced to go up to space, we're not supposed to be going, oh, yay, we have a chance for humanity to be saved. We're supposed to be going, yo, that is so whack that happened.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't think that we're supposed to really, I guess, care that much about the Earth. We're really supposed to care about Rocky and Grace.
Yeah.
That is like the point. Like, that is like the focus of the story, is them two. But I don't know. I mean, when you say like these are the circumstances and these are like it feels like they're saying that there's a time crunch, but it doesn't feel it. Like, it doesn't feel that way. And like I was going to say there's a lot of lollygagging when they're up there, but like, that's just because he's like, well, I'm going to die. We'll do our best to figure out the astrophage stuff, but it doesn't feel like there's pressure on him at all. He's just kind of like figuring it out. They're doing their cutesy stuff, and it is really like heartwarming. But I am kind of just like going along with like the story, and I don't like feel that much pressure in the same way that when I'm watching Interstellar and they're like, we have like pretty limited time, and then they're like, let's go check out this planet, and then they take too long to get back to their ship, and like every second that passes on that, or every minute that passes on the planet that they're on, is 7 years on Earth. And there's like this great sequence where they have trouble getting back onto their ship, and when they get back up there, like 20 or something years had passed, where they were only down there for like 45 minutes or something. And then they go up there, and he was like, yeah, bro, I've been waiting up here for like 30 years. And they're like, fuck. And then he goes on, and he's like, when he left, his kids were like Timothy Chalamet. And then now it's Casey Affleck, and it's only been like an hour for him, but everyone on Earth has been living for decades now at this point. And I'm like, dude, they have to figure out this wormhole thing because like they're all about to die. I don't know. You just feel like the pressure of the story and what they're trying to figure out more in that movie than you do in Project Hail Mary. And I like the story, but I don't feel like I didn't cry during Project Hail Mary. It felt very lovely, but I don't know, maybe just like the dramatic aspects of the story didn't like really grip me as much, you know?
I want to preface once again by
I hate this movie. I'm kidding.
I've never seen Interstellar, and I probably won't anytime soon.
No, that's not true. You're going to see it.
It's so good. I might watch it tonight.
Go, baby.
Thank you.
It's not Numbers Corner. You can't expect no interruptions.
I am all for comparison, but it just really seems like outside of space and something happening on Earth that, like, these are two completely different movies by the way you guys are talking about it. And I just don't think that, like, wanting this to be more like Interstellar doesn't feel like the right approach to be, like, looking at it by critically.
Well, I don't want it to be more like Interstellar. I'm just saying that, like, in a broad sense, Interstellar has similar aspects to the story where there is a team of people that are on Earth and they're like, yo, Earth is dying. We need really great scientists to go into space, figure out how we can
Who
save
are the
these
scientists
people.
On the ship?
Matthew McConaughey.
And who else?
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway. And who else?
Another dude.
Wes Bentley.
Okay, so
Wes Bentley.
there's 3 characters, and they all have people on Earth that they love or something like that, I'm assuming? The overarching theme is love?
Yeah.
Okay. Ryland Grace is no one back on Earth.
The point is stakes, though. The point is the stakes.
Yes.
Not yeah.
And
But again,
David
it's
Gyasi
like this-
is Romilly.
The Project Hail Mary outlook, the stakes are more for Ryan Gosling's character
I totally agree.
than they are for the Earth as a whole. Because again, if we were supposed to be more worried about the Earth, they would have showed us the Earth a lot more.
Right. This movie is about a relationship.
Exactly.
Yes.
This is about, dude, they should have kissed.
Rocky and Grace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a little more on the nose for people that couldn't get it.
Yeah, the dramatic aspects of Interstellar are very different than what the dramatic focus is on Project Hail Mary. They're both focusing on completely different things. The overarching idea of the story, or like the plot line for both, are similar, but even with their different dramatic focuses, I feel the drama a lot more in Interstellar, the way that it is handled, than I do in Project Hail Mary. Even though that they're focusing on something different, like the relationship between Rocky and Ryland, I do love, but it doesn't like really fully grasp me. You know,
that is way more clear than how we've been.
you just had
discussing
to
it the
guide
whole
me
time.
there. You had to lead me.
I think I will also say too, like in terms of having a character that is like on Earth that we care about, that could experience maybe the hardships that's going on Earth. Like Sandra Puller's character, I think was awesome, and I think I cared a lot about her. I think she would have been really cool to kind of see through her eyes about like the shit that's going down on Earth while this is happening. So, I mean, I thought also just like the relationship between her and Ryan Gosling was really, really cool.
Kind of heartbreaking too.
Exactly. Like, I think that would have been kind of cool to see from her perspective too. Cause her and Gosling were like, her and Grace, they had a really interesting dynamic when they were both on Earth, and then she kind of just like betrayed him more or less.
Which I think that's by design. I think the reason why we don't get more perspective from her is because she is supposed to be just like kind of manipulative.
I agree with that.
I also love their relationship dynamic, but it's the fact that she betrays him is like, and it's so late. It's so late into the movie too that's why we don't see what she thinks.
Yeah.
I think all that's by design. I can understand why you guys wanted more from it, but I think that's why.
I also just think for it being like a nearly 2 hour and 40-minute movie, like if you're going to be cutting back to Earth as much as they are, it maybe should have either cut some of that or made some of the Earth stuff a little bit more kind of like what me and Liam were saying with like the stakes and everything. It would have been nice to see, or shorten it by 20 minutes.
What would you cut? Like, can you think of a specific scene that you feel like is not as important from Earth?
Or a specific theme that could be cut.
I'd have to rewatch it. It's been a few weeks.
Okay.
But in terms of like, just
What
when
do
it
you
was.
think was the point of the Sign of the Times?
Ooh, good question.
I'm not saying that the scene is good or bad, but what do you think that sequence was telling us about this group of people on Earth?
Vulnerability and acceptance. Like this is the sign of which is funny because a trivia about this, that wasn't in the script originally. They wrote that in 48 hours before they filmed the scene.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And they let her pick the song as well. But
Wasn't she like actually just doing karaoke somewhere and they were like, let's throw this?
She would just, between takes, she would just be like happy and singing.
Yeah.
And they were like, we should add this in. But I think why it stayed in and why it's so important to the story is, again, is that kind of acceptance of like, even the scene before where he walks up and he's like, you don't sing? Or like whatever. Because this whole time she is kind of just like this stoic government, well, people got to die for me to do my job and for us to save the world, because that is my job kind of thing. And all these people in there drinking and they're just like accepting, hey, some of us are going to die saving the planet. And they're leaving behind like Lily from AT&T and There It Is guy. Like they're actually like leaving behind people they love and care about.
And they fucking.
They were.
They was fucking.
Who?
They was.
He literally says they're all down there getting
Hooking
drunk and
up.
hooking up.
Cool.
I mean,
Oh,
they're
okay.
about to
My bad.
die.
I was so confused.
Might as well.
Gosh, I had too much ADHD to do this shit.
The vulnerability of
Yeah, the vulnerability of it as well is it's just like, yeah, it works together. They are all being vulnerable in the fact that like they're either going to die in space because they succeeded their mission, or they're going to die in space not knowing if all of their people that they love die because they failed. And that's just kind of like, yeah, I would get drunk too. And it's like, yeah, because they're about to leave too. And so it's just like, they're just counting down the days, spending time with people. Acceptance.
She's showing her humanity for the first time during that scene when she's singing that song. Like that, it's such a small thing and people hated it because they're idiots. But that was the first time she's like, okay, I don't actually have to do my job without any emotion at all. Like I am able to have fun with these people.
And what happens because of that? Spaceship blows up.
Did that happen directly because of it? It was
I just thought it was funny that
I was about to
that
say
immediately following the only time she acts like a human, something goes wrong.
Oh yeah, but it made the sting way worse when she had to send Ryan.
Exactly.
Why do I keep saying his first name, Grace?
Ryan Grace.
Ryan Grace.
I guess my point is like that scene doesn't really feel to me all that important because I don't know, like when the movie right away we just start off with Grace and everybody's dead. Like he just wakes up and all of those people that are on that ship are already gone. And then it's like an hour and a half into the movie we get like that scene and like they're all like getting drunk and I'm just like, okay. And I mean, maybe like that, like, but that scene, like the vulnerability and the acceptance, like we're doing this for Earth or whatever, but like they died, they were dead when the movie began. So like, I don't really care about any of these scientists other than Sandra Hüller and Eva.
Also, they
name.
didn't really focus much in on them.
Yeah.
They're like kind of comedy characters. Good thing there's no elevator on the ship.
I just,
like, it's just like,
I just don't think that scene, like if we had to like cut something, like that scene really isn't like all that important to.
Oh yeah, I
to
agree.
The story.
It was good, but it wasn't. Yeah, they could.
It is like, hey, what if we throw in this cute scene where it shows like the vulnerability of these people? Okay, but that doesn't really do anything for the whole movie, in my opinion.
It does, but you got to understand that the flashbacks are him actively remembering things. So since it is about Grace, it is important that he remembered caring about these people.
Yeah,
that is important.
Yeah, that's
not
fair.
that important, but it is important.
Yeah.
It's also super important because, again, we go back at that time. He didn't know he was going to space, and Rocky thinks he's this brave, courageous guy, and he's just slowly remembering. No, he tried to pussy out.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't even try to pussy out. He wasn't supposed to go.
Yeah.
They forced him to do this. And so slowly remembering that, because remember, he's thinking back. There's like the thing where it's like, Rocky hate Mark. Because he's just like, oh, who do you love? And
Also
like,
unscripted.
Yeah. He's like, I had a girlfriend at one point and Mark came in or whatever. And like all that Rocky knows is that he cared about this one person. And you're just going through, and Ryland Grace is remembering that he cared about more people, and he's remembering it in order of it happens. So he's like, oh, I kind of cared about Sandra Hüller. I kind of cared. And then he gets that like he has that moment where he's like, he gets to see her humanity. And then he remembers like the last memory from Earth is that she betrayed him.
Yeah.
And that's just like, and then so not only is that, damn, I did remember having somebody and now that sucks. And then also being like, I'm not brave at all, actually. And so, yeah. I don't know. I can agree with you guys in a sense that it was too long, but that's not the scene I would cut.
What would you cut?
I would probably cut something towards the end. I really love the ending, but maybe instead of them revealing Rocky for a fifth time when he like goes back to the ship, because they also don't like fight the Xenonite at all or the astrophage. He just saves him and then they wake up. I would probably just have him, he's going back and he sees the ship and then it just cuts to him in his house when he wakes up in the morning. I'd probably just cut that little like 2-3 minutes from it where they like do the whole thing again.
Yeah.
against the glass stuff. Yeah, I would just have him see the ship and go, especially if they weren't going to show like any of the effects of Rocky being like hurt by the stuff eating the ship.
Kind of a side note, the design of Rocky's ship was so cool. It looked like
really awesome.
like organ pipes.
It looked like
It was
Pokemon
sick.
Celesteela.
I loved it. It was cool. Sorry, that's all.
We got to move on
Yeah.
if we want to shoot 2 episodes today. So we already know
Worries.
Jacob's rating was 4 stars. I gave it 4.5, and I do want to address. Numbers asked me a question when we walked out, and it was, "What is stopping this from being 5 stars for you?" And my answer was kind of similar to yours. It just didn't have that last little bit of juice. I can't put my finger on exactly why, but the other thing, and I hate this. This is such an amateur mistake that they should have just cut out when they dubbed the other language over voice, like when people are trying to mouth other languages that they don't speak. I think it was, what is Sandra Hüller's character name?
Eva.
Eva.
Eva. She had a cool last name too, I think, but whatever.
Eva Strat.
Strat, that's right. When she's like speaking Mandarin or something, it sounds so bad. It's like so obviously done in a recording studio. That's way better than the boom mics they were using. And it sounds awful. And her lips aren't even lining up with the words.
It was so
so distracting. Like what? They could have cut that out, no problem. The whole point of that was that she can speak another language. Why did she turn into a robot when she's like, oh, it's so bad.
It's funny because I never care about any of that stuff.
Dude, it was just so jarring. It was like, usually I can get over that kind of thing, but it was like, wasn't even close. Like she was just mouthing like hello. And then it was some long like sentence in Mandarin. So there's that. And also they just didn't have the juice, the leftover juice that I needed. But that really took me out of
A
it.
little extra oomph.
Yeah, if Glenn Powell was in it, 5 stars.
You said it needed the juice. Mm-hmm. It needed Glenn Powell.
Saying that it
might
needed
be-
Glenn Powell kind of insinuates that
Insinuates what?
sorry, I'm catching Pokemon on Google.
Yeah, you bet.
Brother, we're shooting a podcast.
Yeah, and I was trying to search something.
Implies that it shouldn't have been Ryan Gosling. Is that what you're going to say?
Yeah.
He could have been like a student in the class. Like, I don't care.
Yeah, he could have been
This
been one of the
movie
middle
did not
schoolers.
need Glenn.
a 40-year-old student in the class.
I'll
So 4.5 stars.
okay.
And a heart.
got a heart.
Jacob's
Yeah.
at 4.
4 and a heart.
Numbers.
I gave it 5 stars.
Bang, 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 bang.
Bang bang bang.
It's also my favorite movie of the year so far.
Yeah.
Looks so bad. Jacob just turned on a
just
sign and it
quick-
looks horrible.
Quick juice mention.
Yeah, right.
Because we talked
news.
about this after we watched How to Make a Killing, and we all agreed that what Glenn does next is very important. Don't know what he's doing next, but he, in my opinion, he may lose his juice status.
We do know what he's doing next.
I think it's getting there.
What is he doing next?
I was just talking about this with somebody recently, and I don't remember what it is, but he's doing something that sounded cool. The Great Beyond.
Sounds bad. Sounds stupid.
I think it sounds cool.
Here, you look that up. I don't mind him being the juice, and just every movie he's in, it's like, you're going to get an awesome 3.5 star every time. I don't mind that.
It's never going to be worse. It's never going to be better.
Yeah, Twisters, The Running Man, How to Make a Killing, like that's kind of his juice, is 3.5 star juice.
J.J. Abrams, Great Beyond, coming out November 13th. Glenn Powell, Jenna Ortega, and Sam Jackson.
Dude, how is J.J. Abrams still making movies?
That's a great question.
That is a great question.
And Emma Mackey. The film centers on a
Okay.
cowardly underachiever played by Glenn Powell, who's thrust into a dangerous, surreal world created by a famous author, Samuel L. Jackson.
That's
gonna be 3.5
every
and a-
character Glenn Powell has ever played in his life, dude.
And I like it.
dude,
He's a loser who gets into some shitty situation where he has to kill a bunch of
You
people.
clearly didn't watch the Super Mario Galaxy movie.
I gotta watch How to Make a Killing, Running Man.
Liam, what'd you rate it?
I still am at 4 stars and a heart. Yeah.
Okay.
There was, I was going to say, I'm thinking what the best Gosling performances. And maybe I wanted a little bit more out of him for the
totally
dramatic
agree.
aspects.
100%.
I think that he is incredible in this movie. He is a very, very good comedic actor, as we know. I think like since Crazy Stupid Love, and then he had his little bout of like, he did Drive and he did Place Beyond the Pines and Blue Valentine, and he had these like very dramatic roles. But then we got like The Nice Guys.
So good.
We got like Gray Man, La La Land. Like we started getting more like what we see of him now, like The Fall Guy. I'm sure the Star Wars Starfighter movie is probably going to be him being like Ryan Gosling in Star Wars. And I do love that he's just at that point of his career where he has had for 10 or 15 years, he did all of these really crazy Nazi roles. And now he kind of just is Ryan Gosling. Like he's Ryan Gosling, he's Ken. And like he can like, he's just like kind of bringing that. It's kind of how the Juice is now, but the Juice got there really quickly. So I want more from him.
I agree.
I think maybe I wanted a little bit more from his character dramatically, but it is a really, really fucking good Gosling performance. I don't know if it's his best, but
It's no Ken.
it's no Ken. But
You should watch The Believer. He did a surprisingly good job in The Believer.
yeah,
and
I do
United
wanna
States of
watch that.
Leland.
Yeah, I need to check out some of those ones. But yeah, 4 stars and a heart. I thought that maybe after talking about it, there was a chance of me going down to 3.5, but I'm still right there. I don't think I could justify 3.5. There are definitely elements that, like we talked about, don't work that well for me, but I think overall it is great. It looks great. The performances are great. It's really cute, and it has Ryan Gosling in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got a little adorable alien too.
True.
Well, should we be done? Should we
Yeah.
be done with this episode of Retconnd?
Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Check out our previous episodes on movies that we have covered if you'd like. My name is Liam. This is Forrest. This is Numbers and our guest Jacob. Tune in next week as well. We will be covering The Drama, which we are going to record right now. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Boom, boom,
Boom, boom, bam.